And speaking of which, Neil, before I move to the next topic here, um, I believe that if we're talking about training here, that every company needs to have like a skills academy, or I know you Ramp, for example, they have a skills dojo. And what I mean by that is you have a repository of all the processes, all the skills that your team's using to do the work. And that way, when Neil joins a company, let's say he joins the sales team, he gets a repository of all the sales skills. And it's almost like putting an Iron Man suit on for sales, right? And I think if you have something like that, that's going to go a long way. Let me show you an example of what we actually put together for our little skills dojo over here. So check this out. We stole the name from Ramp, and I have like there's a handful of companies that do this. We even have mutual friends that do this as well, like multiple ones. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Okay. So the whole idea here is that single grain skills dojo. Okay. So you can see, all teams, sales teams, whatever. Let's say you want some for sales. Okay. So we have a lead dossier pipeline skill. This one will build multi-source account dossiers with enrichment, trigger context, and outreach angles. It'll go to HubSpot and find revive deals. And the cool thing is you can see how many people have downloaded it, how many upvotes there are. People can fork it to make their own version. There can be different users. You can even see there's like a leaderboard here on how the teams are doing, individuals are doing over here. So the whole idea here is that we want to democratize all these skills. It's almost like an app store. And then the whole idea with an app store too is like there might be a lot of poo-poo apps, but the best apps rise to the top. And then you can have this dojo here where it's like sales. These are all the skills that you'd have if you joined a sales team, right? So I think every company will have something like this to help train their people up, because this forces people to follow a process and they can iterate on it if they want to.
What we found with this is if you don't push it on people, especially people who have already worked at a company, it is hard to get them to adapt. So culturally, you need to make the push. And when you bring on new people, you need to indoctrinate them with this in the first day or two or three, pretty much in their first week, and really get them onboarded. If you don't, what you'll find is you, as a company, would have created all this stuff. You can have a repository for tools, technology, A/B tests, what works, what doesn't, failed experiments, successful experiments.